ID?
Did I commit a crime?
No. You committed a violation. And
that's not a crime.
I need to get your ID, right?
Ma'am, you could get it if I commit a crime. Name the crime that I committed so that I can give you my ID.
Come on. I need you to hop out of the car.
I'm not going to identify because I didn't commit a crime. So.
Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into something that should be pretty straightforward, recording in public. But as you probably know, it doesn't always go that way. Sometimes just standing up for your rights can rub people the wrong way and lead to some wild situations. We're going to check out some real-life clips where folks interact with the public and police and see how it all plays out when you know your rights and aren't afraid to use them. It's all about that balance between personal freedom and how others react. So let's jump in and see what goes down.
Hi guys, I'm Officer Audit. I'll give you a police screen audio and video recording. Can I just see your license and registration?
There's no registration.
Thank you. How about your license?
What am I getting pulled over for?
You rode through that stop sign.
What stop sign?
The stop sign.
You're lying. There's no stop sign.
There's a yield, right?
No, it's a stop sign. It's a stop sign.
But why you come following us
crazy.
anyway?
Anyways, it's fine.
It's fine. I was just turning around and coming back.
I'm sure you was. I'm sure you was.
Do you have an ID on you, bud?
I'm not giving you anything.
You have to. You don't have a license. Seatbelt on, bud. You gotta give me your
The
license.
seatbelt's broken.
It doesn't matter. Then you don't have one on you. So can you give me your ID?
Did I commit a crime?
No.
You committed a violation. And
that's not a crime. So why do I have to give you an ID?
Because I can write you a ticket for your seatbelt.
So write the ticket.
I need your identification.
I'm not giving you ID.
Okay, well that's not how this is gonna work.
So how's it gonna work then? I didn't commit a crime, so what are you gonna do?
You committed a violation.
What is a violation? It's a citation. It's not a crime.
Not an arrestable
how am I
offense.
supposed to write you a citation?
I don't know. I'm not gonna do your job for you.
Well, I can't write you a citation.
So we're gonna sit here all night, Mom. I'm sorry to tell you, we're gonna sit here all night. I didn't commit a crime, so I don't have to give you anything.
All right.
I'm not gonna make their job easy, bro.
Give me an ID, right? Then we don't have to do this. And I don't have to ask you to step out of the car and do all that stuff. So if you just give me an ID.
For what crime did I commit?
Because you're not wearing a seatbelt. So you have to ID yourself because if I'm going to write you a citation.
That's not a crime, honey. It's not a crime. Listen, for me to give you ID, it has to be a crime involved. All right? That's not, well, I don't know what kind of code you're following because I follow the God's laws and I follow the law of the land.
Like I didn't come to a complete stop.
Then that's an arrest.
I'm not IDing. I'm not giving you, I didn't commit a crime. If there's a crime involved, I'll give you my ID. I'll be more than happy. I'll be more than happy to give you my ID if there's a crime involved. Your whole police station knows who we are, so it's like, why y'all playing games with us, yo? Why you guys playing games, man? You obviously know who I am.
I have I ever met you?
Of course, this is the game you guys play. Oh, let me let this guy pull him over so he doesn't know. I'm tired of y'all games, man. We're sick of it. I'm sick of y'all people. I'm sick of y'all. Y'all good for nothing. You're a corporation that collects money from people. You don't help the people. All right? You're a private corporation trying to do business with me. I don't want to do business with you. What's the big deal? I don't want to do business with you.
Then we're gonna have to force you out of the car.
Do what you gotta do. What are you gonna do? You're gonna cause yourself a 1983 settlement for no crime involved, and you're gonna do all this for no crime, for a citation.
And it's not because he has like any
I don't have an ID.
I
don't have ID.
or anything like that. It's just that he believes in his rights.
I'm not giving you any information if there's no crime involved.
And most of the cops know us around here.
If I committed a crime, then I'll be more than happy. But there's no crime. Where's the crime?
I'm so tired of getting.
Tell me the crime I committed so I can give you my ID and we can handle this. It's a citation, a violation. Then I'm not gonna help you do your job, man.
Okay, I know.
Here's the deal.
I know you're frustrated.
I'm not frustrated. We're just tired of the police harassing the people. We're tired of you guys. It don't matter. You wear that outfit. You part of the Blue Foundation. You part of the Brotherhood.
Don't even talk no more. Just let.
I'm just explaining to her that I didn't commit a crime. What is she? We're gonna
said the same thing. It's a violation.
So this is what I'm saying.
Here's the deal. Here's the deal.
I need to get your ID, right?
Ma'am, you could get it if I commit a crime. Name the crime that I committed so that I can give you my ID.
Are you ready to take him out, I guess? He doesn't want to deal with
Yep.
this? Okay. All right, help out, sir.
Come on. I need you to hop out of the car.
Here.
Because if they arrest you, then we definitely got a lawsuit. 100%.
chiefs of captains. They know who I am, bro. Like, I'm not gonna play the games with you guys. No, no, I'm not gonna identify because I didn't commit a crime. So I don't
Over a
even know where
seat
we're gonna go.
belt.
Okay, can you put your hands behind your back for me?
This is unlawful right here. You see this shit? Unlawful.
You're just
It's all good, babe. It's all good.
Unlawful. It's all
Do
good.
you have any weapons or anything on you, any knives or anything?
I don't consent to anything.
And,
you do.
and it's
I
not that
plead
he
the fifth.
committed a crime, so he doesn't need to
This is a
identify.
violation
It's a
of my First
violation
Amendment.
over a seat belt.
All right, so this is what I'm going to tell you, right? So not
Here's the deal.
Is
It's a secondary crime, which is
no, it's not. Right, so that's an arrest.
Violations aren't laws.
it's a secondary crime. But where's the first crime?
You're not wearing a seatbelt, bud. I
I
don't know.
don't got none of it. Nah, because I'm done with you guys, bro.
Because you guys
I
pulled me
don't
over
wanna-
for
I don't
not
make
coming
job
to a
out of you.
complete stop.
That's it. Everybody complies and does what
This
you guys
is
say.
fucking
That's not
wild.
like that anymore. We live in a free land. This is America.
What do you say?
We don't live in Nazi Germany. We need papers to walk around town and shit. This is crazy.
This is all over. Supposedly, I didn't come to a complete stop at the stop sign.
It does have to be this difficult. But we need pushback because you guys won't stop. You won't stop.
But I've never met you. I don't know.
It don't matter. You part of you part of it. You
Okay,
part of the
but you're saying
program.
that I'm targeting you. I've never met you.
It don't matter. Your voice.
I
I
don't
don't
know who you
care if you target me or not. Police just. I don't. That's it. It is what it is.
If he's a passenger in the car and the stop has nothing to do with him,
Because you don't have anything that's gonna hurt me or hurt
This is unlawful. I'm telling you.
I know.
Watch. I'm definitely suing for this.
me. There's no.
I hope so. I hope we go to jail tonight. I really hope you guys lock me up, bro. I'm not playing with y'all no more.
All right.
I'm done with this shit for real.
no, because
Listen,
let's see if they take you to jail. No, I want to see if they take you to jail for not giving them an ID when you didn't wear a seatbelt.
The seatbelt thing is broken, bro. It's broken.
Well, then you shouldn't be riding it. You should be riding the back because you're required to wear a seatbelt by law.
Believe it's
You mean by statute? Because it's not
What's
law.
his name?
See what I'm saying? Like, you know my name, man.
They know who you are. It's harassment.
Yeah, I don't know who you are.
Maybe you don't personally, but the police station does. They don't know him. Oh, look, we gotta have another cop come. We need backup. We need backup. Look at this. This is how many cops we need for not wearing a seatbelt.
This is where we live at. I'm telling you.
This is wild.
It's ugly, bro. It's ugly. It's gotta stop, bro. We ain't do nothing wrong. There's no crime been committed.
Do you know Detective Cooley? Have you met Detective Cooley?
I don't really care. That's the problem. I don't
Oh,
care.
it's funny.
It's too cold for this man.
I'm hot. I'm good. I'm ready.
Okay,
I
fair
want
enough.
this. You know that?
It was real simple. You could have just gave me my ticket and let us go home and eat our pizza with our children.
That's how I feel. So this is where we stand.
We're hard-working people. We work hard. We don't break laws. We don't do anything illegal. This is fucking crazy.
Hey, I'm just standing for my rights, man. Just
No, I hear you, bro.
not even committing no crimes, and I never will.
What are we doing here? You guys been arguing or something?
No? She pulled me over, said I didn't come to a complete stop at a stop sign, and now she wants his ID because he didn't have a seatbelt on.
Well, she's perfectly okay in doing that, but good
He
thing
didn't commit a crime. He doesn't have to ID himself.
It's a civil infraction. You have to produce that. I'm sure we went over this in court that one.
You give it to the driver then.
That's fine. Yeah,
Give me the ticket.
Right.
Yep,
We
give
can
me
do
the
that.
ticket.
Good
Thank
thing I
you.
know who he is.
Okay, so are we relaxed now?
I'm been fine.
He's been
I
relaxed.
just gotta let y'all know that this has gotta change, man.
It's
We live in a
harassment.
free country.
This is the
If
law
we're not
that
committing
we follow.
crimes,
Do you
it's
understand
not a.
that?
Listen, I want to tell you, it's okay. There's a difference between legal and lawful. You guys follow a legal statute code, which is
Right.
okay, and
That's
that's
legal,
what you believe
right.
in. But I believe in being free, and I
Right.
understand. I
And
see
I
the
be-
information, and I know it, and I
Yeah,
know it in my
under-
heart.
And I understand all of that, right? But that's still what we follow. Do you get that?
I-
Whether I agree with you or not, that's still the.
And you
that's the
stand there,
guidelines
and
that
I stand
follow.
here. This is what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
That's
So
fine.
that's where we
We
at.
can have different opinions.
That's where
No
we
big
at.
deal, bro.
That's why I'm not mad. I just, I might be a little passionate. You know?
Yeah.
That's
no.
what it is.
We're all
you know?
passionate about something.
Yeah, so I get excited.
Okay, so this is
and
what's gonna happen. I'm gonna take you out of cuffs. Okay, you're gonna go back in the seat, and we're gonna be good.
thank you.
How you been, Ramon?
I've been good, man.
You working?
Nah,
No.
staying out of trouble, just relaxing.
Under the radar?
Yep.
Yeah, baby.
I don't want no problems.
There you go.
We good?
Yeah, we good.
All right, bro.
All right, man.
Appreciate you.
This situation is another classic example of police overreach turning a small issue into a full-blown conflict. The guy clearly knows his rights, and he's standing his ground, refusing to ID because he didn't commit a crime. And he's right, seatbelt violations and traffic infractions are not crimes. They're civil infractions. But cops love to push the narrative that any violation means they can demand ID and escalate the situation. You can see the frustration in the way the passenger talks. He knows the game. They pull people over, demand ID, and use any excuse to justify their actions. And when he doesn't comply, suddenly, more cops show up like he's some kind of threat. It's crazy how quickly a seatbelt violation turns into a step out of the car situation. And for what? So they can flex their authority? What's wild is that they know who he is. The cops admit it, yet they still act like he's some unknown suspect. This just proves that a lot of these stops are about control, not safety. He was right to call out the system for what it is, a revenue collection scheme disguised as law enforcement. In the end, they let him go, probably realizing that pushing further could lead to legal trouble. But this kind of thing happens every day. People need to know their rights because if you don't push back, cops will keep testing the limits of what they can get away with.
So you need to turn that off.
Well, I'm just like I told Barb here. I'm just documenting the building, came in to get a FOIA request form. So they was able to provide me with that.
Either turn off the camera or you can, step outside the building.
Respectfully, I'm gonna document the rest of what I have to do and then I'll leave.
You're gonna call the police.
Yeah, they can call them. Then
They're gonna take you away.
We hope not. We hope the police don't come and violate rights.
Filming me now.
Oh, well, you engaged me, sir. You asked me, you started talking to me.
I have a problem.
Huh?
I'm a patient.
Okay.
I appreciate you talking and please
Go outside.
I'm not going outside. What, you think you finna intimidate me or something?
I'm not trying to intimidate.
I mean, you got up talking about go outside like you was want to, man. It ain't worth it, man.
You're filming me.
It ain't worth it, man. Go take care of your business and pay attention to what you was just doing at the window, man.
Joe, it's okay. Joe, it's okay. You're taking.
A few minutes later.
How you doing today, officers? Pretty good. What's your name and badge number, sir? I see Officer Anderson.
Yeah.
What's your badge number?
317.
317. And you, sir?
376.
376. Real quick, came in to grab a FOIA request form. Freedom of Information Act, fill it out, turn it in. I'm also documenting today, exercising my First Amendment right to just be in public accessible areas, not making any effort to go past any restricted doors or anything like that. I try to convey it to a couple of different personnel here. They weren't interested in even hearing it. They wanted me, they saying they want you to leave because I'm recording it. Try to explain to them that I have a right to do so. So they dispatched you guys out here, which is a waste of resources for something that's constitutionally protected. I'm sorry for that inconvenience.
What are we gonna do?
Well, like I told them, I'm going to fill this out. I'm going to document and get some more pamphlets and things of that nature to see what's available to the public, and I'll book on out.
What kind of records are you trying to get at?
A couple of different things. I'll fill it out on
Anything
here.
that pertains to you?
No medical records at all. No, it's not medical records. It's FOIA. Yes, it'll be FOIA, not medical records. If I wanted medical records, I wouldn't fill out a FOIA.
I don't know what you need.
Oh, yeah, so that's about it. Like I say, man, I apologize on their behalf for even calling you guys out here because it's a waste of time. I'm in the public accessible areas. I haven't done anything nefarious, don't have any ill intent today. Just want to be able to exercise my rights unmolested and go by my way.
Well, you just fill out the form and take whatever pamphlets you want and live happily ever after.
That's exactly what I'm going to do, but I don't need you guys to babysit me in terms of me waiting for me to fill out a FOIA and document the building.
If they don't want you here, they can ask you to leave, and if you refuse to leave, now you're committing a criminal act.
What's the criminal act?
Trespassing.
Well, you can't trespass me from a public building, minus a crime.
Sure you could.
Well, if you look at, I was talking about the Illinois compiled statutes, correct?
But we can arrest you under our local ordinance, which doesn't mirror.
You know what? Real quick. So you have an ordinance. You have an ordinance in terms of trespass.
Correct.
To public property.
Correct.
What is that ordinance?
Correct. You want the exact statute?
No, because I was going to get ready to convey the statute to you to be.
Well, you're going to convey the state statute, correct?
That's correct.
Okay. Our local ordinance the
Supersedes state statute?
no.
Oh, okay.
No. The process of arresting,
Okay.
it doesn't mirror what the state is.
It doesn't
So
mirror.
I don't need the same reasonable suspicion to arrest you under state as I do local ordinance.
Okay, because 720 ILCS
I
521 states that you can't trespass on public property
Okay.
during normal business hours while the public building is open to the public.
Okay.
So, I mean, if you're going to, that's the law. I have a right to do this. Like I said, I'm a First Amendment right. If you guys want to wage war on rights today, then that's okay. Obviously, these young ladies here wanted me to leave. So if you guys ever talk to them, let me just put you on notice real quick, Officer Peterson. All right, am I able to finish?
Well,
Right quick. So I'm not able to finish.
No. I'm asking you a question.
Okay, but I'm saying you cut me off though. That's rude.
Do you know the statute for disorderly conduct?
Can I finish first?
Answer my question.
I will. Can I finish?
Go ahead, finish.
Okay, what I was going to say is after you guys have a conversation with them and you guys continue to try to kick me out, you're going to be in direct violation of 18 USC 241 and 242. Okay? You're definitely going to be in it because you guys are acting under color of law.
Okay.
So if you use threats and intimidation as an instrument to obstruct my rights, you're going to be in violation of the
I
constitutional
haven't
rights.
threatened you and I haven't intimidated you.
Well, you came up with trespass and arrest and all that, so that is a
Now
threat.
I'm going to ask you a question.
Okay.
Do you know the statute for disorderly conduct?
You tell me.
Okay. When you alarm or disturb someone, you've committed disorderly conduct.
So me recording can be alarming and disturbing someone?
Correct.
So the Supreme Court has already ruled that you can't convert a constitutionally protected activity into a crime. You just can't.
Okay.
You can't. I mean, if you guys are unsure, Officer Peterson, respectfully.
Do you have any business that you need to conduct here?
Yes, I just told you.
Okay, well, let's get it done. Because
Yeah,
you're
but
just
I'm-
wasting your own time, their time, our time.
No, I'm not wasting anyone's time. I'm the one that's being harassed, sir.
You're not being harassed.
Yes, I am, because now we have armed guards here trying to enforce your will on something that's constitutionally protected. Something you swore to
With everything that's going on here, so we're just asking if you fill that out, leave it, and
That's exactly what I'm going to do. That's precisely what I'm going to do.
and we're going to make them feel comfortable by staying here. So if you can fill it out, and we can all leave together.
Well, Officer Anderson, respectfully, it's not about making them feel comfortable. It's about you upholding the oath you took, sir.
No, it's
How you doing, Sergeant?
Good, how are you?
Pretty good.
He claims he came here to fill out a FOIA and get some pamphlets. However, he's not filling out his FOIA. He's gonna do that.
No, it's right here.
And he's been standing here while he came in, recording everyone. He's refusing to leave. Although they've asked him to leave, they do not want him here. We've asked him to leave.
So, is it Sergeant Fuentes?
Yeah, I'm Sergeant Fuentes. What's your name?
James, sir.
James? How's it going?
Pretty good. Like you just heard your officer.
Do you get services here?
No. But is real quick, Sergeant, since you just listened to your officer, can you listen to me now?
Sure.
Okay, appreciate that, sir. Real quick, like he said, I came in for the FOIA, and I also came in here to document the building. It's precisely what I'm doing right now. I'm in here exercising my First Amendment right. I conveyed that to these young ladies. However, they wasn't interested, so they dispatched you guys here.
Okay.
My thing is this.
Can you understand real quick? James, right?
Yeah.
James, what FOIA information are you looking for? Were you a previous patient here? Did you
No,
get
and that's what I
services
told
here?
him. No, it's not about medical records. It's just FOIA in terms of this health department.
You gotta understand, there's people here that are getting medical services. Okay, so you
Well,
gotta,
I can understand. I can appreciate that.
Yeah,
And
so
the thing,
okay,
go. You're right.
You gotta respect their privacy though too. There's gonna
Okay.
be certain areas that are gonna be restricted because people are getting medical attention.
That's correct.
Having counseling sessions or speaking with doctors.
and I won't make no effort to go past those
There's
doors.
HIPAA laws, they can't let you document certain people's medical information.
That's correct.
All that stuff, so you gotta be very careful about that stuff too.
I understand that.
So while we understand that you just wanna document, make sure that they're doing stuff appropriately, and that sounds understandable. Work with the facility as well though. If you're gonna fill out a form, fill out the form and turn it into them so they can get the information that you're actually looking for.
That's correct.
But if you're not gonna fill out the form,
I
then
definitely
how are you
am.
ever gonna get the information you're even looking for?
I definitely am going to fill it out. That's what I was telling Officer Peterson here. I'm going to fill it out. I just don't want to be given directives from an officer on when to fill it out. That's the only thing. That's my only concern.
If there's certain topics you're looking for, maybe they can put it together for you so you're
Okay.
not just flipping through everything all the time.
Okay.
So if there's certain topics you are interested in, let me know so we can get that for you. Does that
All
make
right.
sense?
Yeah, for sure. So you're going to holler at them like you said?
Yeah, let me just talk to them real quick,
Okay.
James.
All right.
If you got questions on the form, let me help you fill that out.
All right. These two officers are still here. Glad a sergeant actually came because these guys look like they was getting ready to make a huge mistake, man. Probably a career-ending one. Possible. You laughing? I know you guys think that, when we file complaints, they go in the garbage. But the thing is, once I conveyed that to you, those laws are well established. Now you don't have qualified immunity. Once the laws is established, your arguments go straight out the window. And of course, you and your lawyer would lose summary judgment. So I know precisely what I'm doing.
First off, the right to record in public spaces like a post office is generally allowed, as long as you're not interfering with business or breaking any laws. That's where things get murky. The post office supervisor halted transactions, claiming security concerns, and called the police. When the cops showed up, the conversation spiraled into a debate about trespassing and whether the auditors were causing a disturbance. Here's the thing. You can't just trespass someone from a public space like this unless they're breaking the law or seriously disrupting operations. Filming by itself doesn't count as a crime. But the post office staff arguing about identity theft risks? That's more about perception than an actual legal issue unless evidence proves wrongdoing. The police's role here is tricky. They should ensure no laws are being broken while respecting constitutional rights. But one officer suggested they'd arrest the auditors if they continued filming in certain areas, which could lead to a lawsuit for violating First Amendment rights. In the end, this boils down to balancing rights with responsibilities. The auditors need to stay respectful and not provoke unnecessarily, while the police and staff must uphold the law without overstepping. It's a good reminder, knowing your rights is key, but how you assert them matters too.
I'm law enforcement, but you
then go enforce some laws.
You obviously aren't
See,
up as much as you know.
Look at all these cars for a guy with a camera.
Yeah, because you're right outside of a military base.
I'm on public easement. There's no sidewalk
you
here.
You are producing a safety concern for the soldiers of this base by standing here.
I'm not on the base.
You have a right to record and
You're
all
right.
that, but not every place.
I can record whatever my eyes can see. Are you that dumb? Are you ILEA certified?
It's where you're standing.
Are you ILEA certified? Have you been updated on public photography? What's the difference if I'm over there, if I'm over here?
Well, if you're filming right here, if you soldiers feel like it is a security.
It is not your property. Go pull up the GIS survey. Go pull up the GIS survey because you're looking dumb.
We're going to get a lawyer.
What?
Who's smarter than all of us, probably.
I know the law. I'm on public easement. You cannot trespass my eyes, and you cannot trespass me from public easement. This is public property. What's your name and badge number?
Sergeant Ryder.
Okay. Badge number, please.
I have to give you my name or badge number, not both.
You have to give both.
No, you don't.
It's part of your policy, isn't it?
Not, sir.
Okay.
You might want to read our
what is yours?
first.
Officer Sink.
What is it?
Officer Sink.
Okay. Sink?
Yeah, S-I-N-K.
So what are you doing?
I'm doing a story on the base.
Who do you work for?
I don't have to divulge that. I'm not going to tip.
Media members have credentials.
Yes, we do.
And good journalists usually produce those.
Good journalists. Usually, a good journalist has their anonymity, right?
Anonymity? What's that?
Being anonymous. Are you that dumb?
Okay, I didn't understand.
Are you really that dumb?
And I didn't know what anonymity was. I'm sorry, I don't know.
Okay.
It's a new word for me.
Am I being detained?
Is there a problem with
That is it's up to you. They can't detain me. They cannot detain me. Okay, then I'm free to go. Then I'm free to go. Okay,
yeah, you
goodbye.
can go. Yeah.
I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing.
Well, not right here, you're not.
Sure I am.
Because
where's your supervisor? Are you the supervisor? Well, then you better get somebody higher. Because I've already dealt with IMPD on recording in public.
Just trying to cause problems. So that's basically
What problem is this?
You're trying to get it. You're trying to elicit a response from us. So you
No,
can
I'm
record
not.
it and go viral.
Everything was
and
just
like.
fine.
Okay?
I already talked to the state trooper and he didn't have a problem.
What was his name?
I don't know. It's on my record. You guys saw him.
Well, yeah, you get everybody's name and badge number, so let's see what it is.
You're public servants, dumb. Are you really that dumb?
I didn't.
Are you really that
I'm
dumb?
not the word that said anonymity.
Okay, so I misspoke. Oh no. That's like a typo. Are you the grammar police?
You don't even know our
Are you the
policy.
grammar
You
police?
don't know our policy.
Or are you law enforcement?
I'm law enforcement, but you
Then
don't
go
know our
enforce some
policy,
laws.
So you obviously aren't running
See?
up as much as
Look.
you know.
Look at all these cars for a guy with a camera.
Yeah, because you're right outside of a military
I'm
base.
on public easement. There's no sidewalk
But you
here.
are producing a safety concern for the soldiers of this base by standing
How?
here.
I'm not on the base.
You have a right to record record and
You're
all
right.
that, but not every place.
I can record whatever my eyes can see. Are you that dumb? Are you ILEA certified?
It's where you're standing.
Are you ILEA certified? Have you been
can go over
updated
there
on
and record.
public photography? What's the difference if I'm over there, if I'm over here?
Well, if you're filming right here, if these soldiers feel like it is a security
It is not
for
your
them,
property. Go pull up the GIS survey. Go pull up the GIS survey because you're looking dumb.
We're going to get a lawyer.
What?
Who's smarter than all of us, probably. and we'll
I know
find
the
out.
law. I'm on public easement. You cannot trespass my eyes, and you cannot trespass me from public easement. Thirdly,
That's all you're doing. What
I'm
story
doing
are
a story
what's
on
your
the
story?
base.
I'm curious to hear your story.
I'm not going to tip my hat on what my story is.
Okay, and you're not
My
gonna
story
tip
may
your
be
story?
you all now.
I can tell you if Channel A, 1359 are out here, they're going to tell us that they work for them.
Okay, I'm independent.
What other works have you done? What are some of your other pieces that you put out?
4 or 5 others.
What were their names? What were they about? Just curious about your work.
You guys are... I'm going to disengage. Am I free to go still?
Yeah, please leave.
I'm not leaving. I'm going to continue. If I'm free to go, I'm free to stay.
No, that doesn't make any sense.
Well, you're looking dumb. So I need somebody out here that's higher than you. You're a supervisor. Why not? I've requested it.
Working right now.
Okay. Well, then you're making IMPD look really dumb.
We're not going to...
Sir, you can record across the street.
I
but
can
you can't
record
be
it from right here.
Actually, our lawyer says no.
Your
So
lawyer's
we
wrong.
can ask them to move
Did-
you.
did the military-
Trespass if he
No.
refuses to leave, according to
Yes.
the
No, sir.
You're
I
not welcome
cannot.
to be here right now.
Look,
You
let
have
me-
5 seconds to
let
get
me
off the property.
explain.
You have 5 seconds.
I have to get my
over there.
bike
You're gonna be
first.
cuffed.
Can I just
You are
have a
trespassing right now.
Okay,
according-
well, I'm in the street then. This is not their property.
Well, I'm gonna get the exact letter of the law here.
Then you go do that.
Right now.
Goodbye. Is your PIO here now? Not here now. Okay. You're going to make a mistake if you put me under cuffs. See, that's how you should be. What did everybody do when they were young? Hey, Mom, for the camera, right? Why do I have to go across the street? You guys are trying to trespass me off of public property. Did they put those telephone poles up? Did they put the speed limit signs up?
I don't know, but if they're gonna say that it's cool if you film,
You guys need to. You guys are law enforcement.
Before you start talking, you listen to me. Just hang out right there. Nobody's gonna say anything.
I can get the same thing from over there as I can from right here.
Yeah,
What's the
that's
difference?
what I'm saying. Might as well just hang out over
So
there.
what's the difference? This is freedom.
The difference is that right there, you're causing problems. Over there,
I don't care if I'm causing them problems. It is my.
You saw the guy over there
You
with
cannot make.
the chevrons on his arm.
Yeah.
That's my sergeant.
He's
okay?
probably getting told right now that I'm
So
in
my
public.
sergeant right now just gave you 5 seconds to get
I'm off
here.
property. If he says that this is their property, which is grass, they do not own the street.
Okay. So if you're saying that you're in the street, right?
I'm on the curb. There has to be a walk. There has to be an easement. There is no sidewalk. I have to be able to ride my bike down through here safely or walk. They cannot trespass me 33 feet from the center line. Has to be, and even further because there's telephone poles there. They didn't put the telephone poles there.
Alright. So here he's coming over here.
Okay.
He's in charge
Are we going
of
to
all of us.
Are we going to clarify?
Here's your options. You can stand over there.
You're going to have a lawsuit
And
if you
that's
put me if you do anything.
Because here you're impeding traffic. Okay.
okay, well-
Here is their property. You are in a.
No, sir. There has to be an easement where I can walk down through here or
No
ride my
sidewalk.
bike.
Because there's no sidewalk.
That's right.
There's no 6-foot easement. You see a sidewalk?
But they do
You
not
see a
own
sidewalk. They own
There
it here.
has to be an easement. There is a utility
And take
easement.
that up to the DOT or the mayor's office. There is no easement. There is no sidewalk. The purpose is
Are
to
you
keep
are you zoning?
I'm telling
Why
you what
don't-
the law is.
Why don't you go?
Here's
Do me
your
a favor.
Here's your options.
Do me a favor.
You can get out of the street.
I'm on the curb then.
And
It's
basically
not
you
their
gotta need to go-
property.
You can go over there or you can go.
Okay, explain to me what the
Over there
difference
you
is
go.
of me over there than over
Because
here.
this is their property. That's
Sir,
not their property.
It is not their property.
It is their.
Please do me a favor. Somebody pull up the GIS
I
survey.
can talk to a major who is a JAG.
doesn't matter.
Sir,
Please pull up the GIS survey before
if you
you
don't
make
get
a
out of the
mistake.
street and you don't leave, if you don't go over there or leave, you're going to get locked up.
For what crime?
For impeding traffic.
Impeding what traffic?
Because cars can turn right here and you're in
They
the street.
can, but they can clearly see me.
You're being a pain in the butt.
No,
on
I'm
purpose.
trying to
You're
be
being a
cordial
pain
with
in the
you.
butt on purpose.
Don't get loud
You're
with me.
wasting officers'
Don't
time
get
to
loud
deal with
with
you.
me.
We could be out serving the community right
Then
now.
go do it.
We
You're
can't,
law enforcement. What
because you
law
are
am I
breaking
breaking?
the law.
What law?
He
What
said
law?
over there, you go.
Sir, what law am I breaking?
You are breaking, you're impeding traffic. You cannot be
How
in
am
the
I
street.
impeding traffic? I am not in that is the street. That is where they drive.
You're not standing in a turn
This
lane.
is a place. This is a turn lane. This is a place that the public. If you say that there's no public sidewalk, this is the sidewalk. Sir, the city did this. This is city property. You cannot trespass me from city property. And I'm not blocking anybody. I can clearly, and I am old enough to get out of any car's way. I don't care what JAG says. JAG is on the base. This is not base property. That, where he is standing, is not base property. Sir, no, it's not.
Step over here and
Those-
refuse to leave and see what
Those
happens. See what
freaking
happens.
poles,
Step over here.
they
If
cannot
it's
do
not,
that.
then stand here and refuse to
I'm
leave.
standing
We'll show
where
you
I'm
what
standing. Thank you. Sir, there has to be public easement for me to get to and from, right?
Sir, hey, so this is the good news, okay? He's gonna head over there. He's gonna confirm that you're not gonna be breaking any laws by standing where you're at. But if you are, then we're gonna have to act, okay? You understand that?
I was leaving before 6 armed men came out and talked to me. Now I
If you
got
were
more
leaving-
armed
Hey,
men.
if you were leaving, then that's...
I was leaving.
All right, man, you have a good day.
But now you guys should leave before I do.
Why would we leave?
Because I'm not breaking the law. What law am I breaking?
Okay, well, what if we're just hanging out here? You better head. If you're better to leave, then we're just hanging out here.
But he says you guys have better stuff to do.
We do.
Then please go do it. I pay your tax, or I pay my taxes for you guys to go out and do stuff.
I appreciate you doing that.
Well, then why don't you go out and do it? Instead of bothering citizens, this is constitutionally protected activity. First Amendment. You swore an oath to that, right? Did you swear an oath? Because every citizen in this country is a journalist on the day that they're born.
That's interesting.
First Amendment.
That's an interesting
First
fact. I
Amendment.
didn't
Press. What is the First Amendment? Religion, press, speech. Okay. Second Amendment.
Hey, keep
I
going.
almost came down here with my gun on, which is my
going.
Second Amendment.
What's the third? What's the fourth?
Fourth is being secure in your person, your documents, your papers, your
What's the
ID.
fifth? I'm learning
That's
a
why
lot
you
right
guys.
now.
That's why you guys are not going to get my ID because I haven't done anything wrong. Fifth Amendment, right to remain silent.
Okay.
You know that.
Well, here's this one, okay? If you violate an ordinance violation, so if you have a little ordinance violation going on out there and you refuse to identify,
What ordinance am I breaking?
that's what we're about to find out. If you're going to be like right here in the middle of the street,
So I can't ride my bike on here, right? Is that what you're telling me?
well, here, you can
You're
ride
telling-
your bike on here all you want.
Then why can't
Right?
I stand here?
I don't know. Do you think that you'd be able to stand right with somebody else riding their bike and they end up having to go in a traffic hit by a car because you're blocking their route?
What am I blocking? There's plenty enough room here.
Yeah.
You guys are looking really dumb. What'd you find out, Sergeant? What'd you find out?
Are you leaving?
I was leaving, like I was telling them, I was leaving before you guys even, they
On your
even
bike
came
and
out.
leaving.
I will.
Okay.
What were you going to charge me with?
Impeding traffic. You're in the roadway.
How am
Are you? It doesn't matter if you're leaving. Are you leaving?
Sometimes all it takes is a guy with a camera to remind people of their rights. What starts out as someone quietly recording near a military base can quickly turn into a scene. Not because the person is doing anything wrong, but because law enforcement shows up and overreacts. And that's exactly what happened here. A guy is out in public exercising his First Amendment right to record in a public space. He's not trespassing, not threatening anyone, not creating a disturbance, just standing on what appears to be a public easement, maybe even a utility right-of-way with no sidewalk. Then suddenly he's surrounded by officers. They're demanding ID, making claims about trespassing, and even threatening arrest, all without ever proving that he's broken a single law. It gets tense. Fast? The man stays calm, asking clear questions and standing his ground. He talks about the Constitution, breaks down multiple amendments better than some officials probably could, and repeatedly asks for a supervisor. But instead of de-escalating, they keep pushing. You're impeding traffic, they say, even though he's off to the side. This is military property, they claim, even when he's not behind any fence or marked boundary. And when he asks for proof, nothing but attitude and vague threats. It almost becomes a game of intimidation. Outnumber him, talk over him, hope he backs down. But he doesn't. He knows the law. He knows he's allowed to record from public property, and more importantly, he knows this isn't just about him. It's about the bigger picture. This situation is a perfect example of why First Amendment audits exist in the first place. A lot of officers still don't seem to understand where public rights begin and end, and when they don't, things like this happen. A citizen gets surrounded, accused, and belittled. Not because he did anything wrong, but because those with the badge didn't like being filmed or questioned. What's sad is that this could have gone another way. If just one officer had calmly confirmed the easement boundaries, if someone had actually checked the GIS map or called the supervisor like he asked, it would have been done and over. Instead, it turned into a circus, with the man repeating over and over that he was already leaving before they made it a scene. That's the irony. Their overreaction created the very problem they accused him of causing. These moments matter, not because they're viral, but because they show how important it is to know your rights and stand up for them, even when it's uncomfortable. Every time someone exercises their freedom to record, they're not just filming, they're holding power accountable. And if some officers feel threatened by a camera, maybe the issue isn't the camera. Maybe it's what the camera might reveal.
I got somebody trying to find the complainant right now so we can get you out of here.
What's your name?
It's Reinders.
Let me get your badge number. Oh, I'm done with you.
No, ask me some more questions.
No, I'm done, man. I'm done.
Speak up, sir.
I'm not talking to you right now.
Well, you need to tell me why I'm being
I'm talking
detained.
to her right now.
You need to tell me why I'm being detained because it's an illegal detainment. It's an illegal detainment because you can't tell me why you're detained.
We're being investigated right now for possible tampering with motor vehicle.
Hold on, Ray. You got to find that later.
I was just getting this. Can I get your phone, man?
Huh? No, no. I'm worried about my nephew right here. I don't have to talk to y'all. I know. I don't have to talk to him. I can't match no description that was provided because I was out here and them people in that gas station, they know me, man. Sarah and all the people, they know me. And I'm crying. I just got out of work. He picked me up from work. So, I mean.
I get that, but I'm also talking to you, man.
I know you're talking to me, man, but, I mean, I'm scared of y'all, flat out. I'm scared of police. Y'all like shooting black people, so I'm scared of y'all.
I'm just trying to figure out what's going on with the call that we got.
Whoever called, who's the people that made the call?
I got a partner talking to her right now. She's somewhere else. Right?
She can't be somewhere else. Y'all just seen him pull up in a charge and y'all started bothering him. That's all it is. Y'all just see a black guy shining with a charge. He ain't did nothing to nobody. He picked me up from work. And then y'all illegally detained him. He ain't done nothing. This stuff crazy, man. Northern Shores, man. I'm recording all of them, man. You have no right to touch it. You have not done nothing. You just brought me to the gas station. I got out of work to play numbers. So whoever said he had a gun, he didn't have no gun. Y'all know he ain't got no gun. And they got cameras all over there. Look at the cameras. Come on, man. This is a free country, boy. I ain't done nothing to y'all. So what you gonna do, arrest me for yelling? Come on, man. No, come on, man. Come on, man.
Settle down. I got somebody trying to find the complainant right now so we can get you out of here.
What's your name?
Reinders.
Let me get your badge number.
47371. You got any more questions?
Oh, I'm done with you.
No, ask me some more questions.
No, I'm done, man. I'm done. Your name is, sir?
Officer Majeski.
Your badge number?
474.
Thank you, man.
You too.
Hey, this is what winning looks like. Wow, Northern Shores, man. This is 2020 is amazing, man. 2022, this is amazing. This is amazing. In a million years, I never thought this would happen. I think we need to go live, don't we? Facebook Live. Let's try that. We live here on Facebook here. They just arrested. We can't say arresting. They illegally detained him. He ain't done nothing. Somebody said he had a gun up here. He just brought me from work to play some numbers and look at this here. And then you got a hostile cop over here. And you know what's so crazy? They work for me. I pay y'all salary. Where's the person that said you brandished the gun? There's a camera right there. Is there a camera right there? The camera right there? All these cameras around here. Where's the gun at? There's cameras all under there. Matter of fact, let me go get Sarah and have her run back the camera. How about that? Let's get Sarah. Hey, Sarah.
Hey, come out here, man.
Huh?
We don't want you to arrest him.
Oh, that's my nothing. You can't do nothing to me because I've not done nothing. He has not done nothing.
Talk to them.
You know what I mean?
We'll talk to them.
I'm talking to him, man. These are my friends. But that's what's going on. They saying he brandished the gun. There's cameras all over here. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So there's cameras all over here, and somebody said he brandished the gun. Those cameras will pop that up, and they know that.
Brandished it?
They said he brandished the gun out. He didn't. He just got me from work, picked me up to go play numbers. I was in there playing numbers, and they pulled him over. I mean, what else can they do? I ain't not hostile with them. I know my rights. I know my rights. I know all my rights. I can't wait till this gets to the courtroom. I'm asking for that MCR 6.102 subgroup B. I want to see that. That's the probable cause for determination. Come on now.
I need to do one more pat down on it. I need to do one.
You ain't never pat me down in the first.
You down again.
You ain't never pat me down in the first place. I ain't do nothing, man.
You know what? If you want to keep pushing away, we'll do it in court.
I ain't pushing away.
You're still being detained, but you're pushing away on me. Okay?
I'm not pushing away. I have not done nothing. Where's the camera at?
I already told you, somebody's accusing you of having a gun. Until we can just make sure that that wasn't the case, we'll get out of here. But you're not going to let me do that. You keep wanting to walk around.
No.
And I can't confirm.
I was just in there playing numbers. I was in there playing numbers.
Yep, I already knew that because I talked to her.
Okay, so how are you saying somebody saying I'm brandishing a gun?
Somebody said you had a gun in your pocket. I'm not holding anything
Come on,
back.
man. How can they say I got a gun in my pocket? I'm in there playing
Because they saw it, and then they called the police.
How can they see it?
And that's why we're here.
Man. I mean, y'all illegally detained me.
No, totally legal.
No, it's not.
Should have been in cuffs a long time ago. Watch you.
Can't get mad at my attitude says you know.
You got a wallet on you?
No, I just got out of work.
You don't have a wallet on you at all?
No, I don't.
Illegal search right
I
here.
just got out of work. This is illegal search and seizure here.
Illegal search and seizure. There's no back.
And I respect the police. Cousin Mark, he's serving the Marines. He's a homicide cop.
Mr. Set throw him in here.
I don't need the attitude.
I don't need the attitude. Go away.
As some concerned citizen, because you were looking into cars that are obviously not yours. There's been a string of car break-ins.
At the police department?
Hey.
We just got a call that you were looking through. So what's that about?
I don't answer questions.
Okay. So why is someone calling me about you?
Answer questions?
What's up?
I don't answer questions. I know, I don't answer any of that.
Are you stealing your name?
No, definitely not.
What's the problem?
Actually, if you wanted to write some tickets, I found some cars over there that have expired tabs. Is that something you do? It's a public parking lot, though. It's taxpayer funded.
I'm not gonna write tabs tickets for cars that are
Can you speak up so my camera can hear you?
If you're just gonna be difficult with this,
You came to me. You're being difficult for me.
the attitude.
I don't need the attitude. Go away.
As some concerned citizen, because you were looking into cars that are obviously not. There's been a string of car break-ins.
At the police department?
This is not the police department.
What's going on?
That's what we're trying to figure out. What's going on with you?
What's your name?
What are you doing out here?
What's your name?
My name is Nate. You're being investigated right now for peeking in the cars and being up to no good. What are you doing?
I don't answer questions. Am I being detained?
Yeah, you are detained right now.
For what? Speak up.
I'll talk to the RP and figure out what they gotta do.
I'm being detained right now?
Yeah, you are detained.
For what?
You should be talking to the RP.
Speak up, sir.
I'm not talking to you right now.
Well, you need to tell me why I'm
No,
being
I'm
detained.
talking to her right now.
You need to tell me why I'm being detained because it's an illegal detainment. It's an illegal detainment because you can't tell me why you're
You
detaining
are
me.
being investigated right now for possibly tampering with motor vehicles. There you go. Any other questions?
I'm being detained for tampering with motor vehicles.
That
or
is correct.
suspicion? Suspicion?
A suspicion of tampering with motor vehicles.
Is suspicion a crime?
Yes.
Suspicion is not a crime. Suspicion is not a crime. Suspicion is not a crime.
I didn't say suspicion, so.
She did.
Anyways, what's your name?
Is that your buddy over there?
I don't know who that is. I think he just wants to watch the show.
Well, it's not a very good show.
I know, it's got two shitty characters right here.
The reason why we're here is just people called and said that they saw you peering and messing around
And
with
you
cars.
already said that. Do you have anything new to say?
So,
do you have anything new to say?
That's why we're here.
Well, I'm being detained. I'd like to know why.
I just explained that to you.
Okay, I'm being detained for suspicion of tampering. Is that correct?
Right now, you are being detained because we got called here that there was a person that matches your description that was peeking in and potentially tampering with vehicles. So right now, we're trying to figure that out.
What? No, if you just step away, we're trying to figure out what's going on. Dude, stop making
Hey,
it. Dude.
leave him alone. Yeah, that's right. Keep it pushing, bitch.
Friend be arrested for obstruction? No. So just.
Yeah. Why don't you go arrest him for obstruction? Is that really what you think you're gonna do right now? You're gonna arrest him for obstruction? What is that? 30 feet away?
Where's your driver's license?
Why would I have a driver's license? Well, that fucking sucks. Any more stupid questions?
Are you gonna stop being a dickhead?
No.
Is this how you talk to every single person?
Nope, just people that harass me.
We're not harassing you. We're trying to figure out.
Well,
why
you're detaining me, and I don't
why
want to be
you're
detained right
looking
now.
into vehicles that are not yours.
Is that a crime? What crime is it?
Tampering with motor vehicles.
Tampering is a physical act. Are you fucking retarded? Well, I don't have to help you with your investigation. Now fucking hurry up. I'd like to be on my way.
Yeah, if we can just quickly get your name, we'll be on our
Never
way.
gonna happen. I told you there's cars over there with
Giving you a
expired
lawful
tabs.
order to provide your name.
You're lawfully requiring me to...
I'm asking you for your name. For your
Nope,
driver's license.
you gotta take me to jail.
Is that really worth it, my guy?
Yeah, let's do it.
It's
Take me to
not,
jail.
I'm telling you right now.
Well, you're full of shit. You know you can't. You'll lose your qualified immunity and I'll get a bunch of money.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Well, if you don't know, you should try reading. I'm not. I'm sitting down and you're standing next to me with weapons and armor. I'm not a big dude. I'm literally sitting down. I never said you were.
Listen, can I just explain this to you real quick?
Sure.
Imagine somebody was messing with your car in your driveway. And that
Well,
neighbor
we're
called,
not
right?
in a
Just listen to
driveway.
me,
We're at
just
the
listen to me real
fucking
quick.
police
I understand
department.
that. Let me just explain why
No,
we're here.
I'm not. I don't want to listen.
We didn't just stop here because we wanted to talk to you.
I don't
We
care.
got called here because someone matching your description was messing with vehicles. We came to investigate it. You matched the description. We're here. I don't see any damage.
Okay.
So, as far as I'm concerned, you're good to go.
Okay, well, leave me alone.
We don't have. I'm just explaining.
Be on your way. You're literally blocking a fire lane for a non-emergency. Get the fuck out of here, dumbass. It's not an emergency. It's not an emergency.
It doesn't need to be an emergency for me to park right there.
It doesn't have to be an emergency to block an emergency fire lane. No parking, fire lane.
Fire trucks will be driving on the sidewalk, not blocking anybody.
All right, is that what we're here for, or are you guys just here to harass me? All right, well, hurry the fuck up. I'm sick
It
of
was
this.
a lawful detention of why we're here investigating the activity.
Do you need something? I do not know. You have to go to a pharmacy for that. The medical building near the police station.
Is this a pretty serious detainment? How serious is this detainment? How serious is this detainment? Hey, hey, pay attention.
Shut the f up.
No, I can't. You can shut the f
Go
up.
to Walgreens or CVS.
Get the
okay?
f away from me.
Yep.
Am I being detained?
You want to talk to me longer?
No.
Okay.
Just so you know, if you get caught...
I don't need any instructions. I'm not going to listen to any directives. You're dismissed. You're dismissed.
Stop
I'm going to do it as soon as you leave. As soon as you leave.
Motor vehicles, then I will arrest you.
If I what? I never was and I never will. I don't need any directives. I don't need any directives. You're dismissed.
Okay, Nate, we can go.
You have a good day.
You're dismissed.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
This whole situation is a mess. The guy is just trying to go about his day playing the lottery after work, and suddenly he's surrounded by cops because someone claimed he had a gun. But where's the proof? The police roll up, detain him and his friend, and don't even check the surveillance cameras first. That's not how an investigation is supposed to work. Just because someone called doesn't mean you get to ignore people's rights. And the guy is scared, which makes sense. He even says outright that he's afraid of getting shot. That's real. That's what happens when people lose trust in the system. Then you've got another situation where a guy is standing in a public lot not doing anything illegal, but because someone thinks he might be up to no good, the cops jump straight to detainment. They can't even give him a real reason at first. Suspicion isn't a crime. The officer keeps changing the justification, first saying he was tampering with vehicles, then basically admitting they have no proof. If you're detaining someone, you better have something stronger than "someone called us." This is exactly why people record these encounters. Because without video, it's their word against the police, and we all know how that usually goes.